Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Thursdays with Abby. And this week I have a few guests with me, and each of them are on the board here at BCI. They are going to introduce themselves. Start with you.
I'm Carson. I'm the father of one of the employees here.
I'm Rich. I have a business that does computer services, and I've been on the board about 20 years.
I'm Ron Kloppenberg, and my son works here also.
And I'm Kevin. I work with Troy School District, and I've been on the board for about a year and a half.
And so can you guys explain a little bit about how you guys got on the board?
Well, my son works here. That was an immediate attraction for me. I wanted to know what he did, who he did it with, and how I could support whatever support was needed that I could offer.
I knew about BCI back when I was in high school, and then a friend of mine invited me to join when I moved back to employment here in St. Charles. So he asked me to join, and I've just stuck around ever since.
When I learned about BCI, I was enamored with it. So much of what we do in our lives is basically so self-centered. But BCI allows all of us to do something that's centered on someone else. Someone that may not have all the opportunities that the rest of us have. And to be able to be involved with that and help them find gainful employment, that's a pleasure.
Well, I was first introduced to BCI about 10 years ago as we graduate students from high school. And then about 10 years later, I was approached by someone on community ops in Lincoln County and asked me if I'd be interested, and here I am. It's been a great experience.
Each of them got to work out on the work floor today, and what was your guys' experience with working with everybody one-on-one?
I'm tired. I was on the Renewsit line, and it is constant motion. I asked to be on that line because my son's on it today, and I know now why he comes home tired every day from work. It's nonstop, and everybody has to have their place and do it, and they work like a well-oiled team.
Well, I got to work on line 1, or the reindeer line, so I was in charge of palletizing with Grant and John, and they got me all straightened out. So.
I was on two different lines. One was rat traps, and the other one was a spring-fed rat trap thing. But I was really pleased this year because I did do this last year, and the gentleman whose place I took fired me because I wasn't working fast enough, and he was correct. This year I asked Jackson, who I was working with, if he thought I could get a job here, and he said yes. So I was really pleased. Yes, like Carson said, we've got a lot of hard-working people out there that do a great job.
And I worked with Stephanie on the rat trap, and she was absolutely wonderful, just super nice to work with. Had a smile on her face the entire time. Worked with Amber on the Dove shampoo, and I was a little slow on that because I had to work my foot to get the conveyor belt go and then try to put them in the conveyor belt, and so I got behind a few times, but everybody jumped in and helped. And then I worked with you on receipts, which luckily you proofed my work a few times and got me going in the right direction.
Well, thank you guys for coming in today and working with us one-on-one and seeing what we do, and hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week for another episode of Thursdays with Abby. Bye, guys.